Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Manolis from Man United fans voice and Norwich City 0, Manchester United won. United were poor. United were really bad last night. I was surprised by how poor United were. I was expecting a much better performance, but in the end, Manchester United needed a penalty from Cristiano Ronaldo and an amazing, truly amazing performance from David De Gea to get 3 very important points. Before the game started, I was feeling confident. I was expecting a much better performance and a much easier win. Our starting 11 had a whole week's rest and we were facing a team that is bottom of the league. But our performance was not good. Norwich were the better side for large periods of the game. Our intensity was very poor. Our passing was mainly sideways and backwards. Our pressing was not enough and David De Gea was massively important. However, we did get the win and that is what we needed. But we must improve. One of the main reasons why I felt confident before the game started, and I assume why most of us felt confident, was what I saw from United a week ago in the game against Crystal Palace. The thing is though that Norwich did not play like Crystal Palace. When Crystal Palace came to Old Trafford last week, they played with a low block. They stayed deep and they allowed United to press higher up the pitch and be more on the front foot. If Norwich had done the same, I think we would be now talking about a good performance from United and how nicely United pressed. But Norwich did not do that. Norwich tried to play football. And I think we saw that United were not ready to play against that. But let's be realistic. People thought that Rangnick would come in and magically make everything better. New manager, new system, halfway through the season. It is going to take time for the players to get used to all the changes. And it is going to take time for the manager to learn the tendencies and habits of his players so he can get the best out of them. Wins and clean sheets are a very good start. The first few games are for Rangnick to learn what players he has and what they can and can't do so he can make adjustments accordingly. It is not going to be brilliant every week, but if we manage to get wins and not concede goals, it is very encouraging. This picture shows the average position of the players throughout the 90 minutes. What is very obvious is that the 4-2-2-2 formation gives a more compact shape, with the players being close together. That is great for the defending side of it, but not so much for the progression of the ball, especially when your fullbacks are not helping by attacking more and creating width. But right now, with the very heavy schedule that we have in the next few weeks, it is more important to be compact and difficult to break down than it is to be attractive going forward. With the quality that we have up front, if we manage to not concede goals, we will usually find a way to score even when we're playing poorly. Like I've said many times before, it is very important when you don't play well to manage to get the win. Because a poor performance is something you can work on in training. If you drop points, you cannot work on that in training. The points are dropped. So it is very important that although our performance was awful, we still managed to get the 3 points. Important 3 points, poor performance, there is a lot of work to do, but we now have 3 wins in a row in the league, 4 games unbeaten. The platform is there to build on and improve. I think the main question in everyone's mind right now is why? Why are we playing so poorly? What is the problem? In my opinion, the main reason is the drop in form of Bruno Fernandes this season. Bruno Fernandes is massively important to how Manchester United perform. Whenever Bruno sticks to his role as a number 10, moves into areas he's supposed to, plays more short, safe passes instead of kicking the ball left and right and giving it away far too often, and presses more properly, sensibly and methodically, then Manchester United play much better and win games more comfortably. What is becoming worrying is Rashford's drop in form. He has been consistently very poor. Terrible decision making, very bad both on and off the ball. In situations like this, the manager has 2 choices in order to help the player get back to his previous good form. The first choice is you give him a run of games. You help the player improve and get back to his previous good form by playing games. If that doesn't work, then you do the exact opposite. You drop him. You get him out of the spotlight, out of the pressure of having to perform, and you make him work his way back into the starting 11. And I think that now is the time for Rangnick to do that with Marcus Rashford. It is funny how Manchester United yesterday looked so similar with Manchester United a month ago under Solskjaer. Different manager, different formation, yet so many of the same problems. What that proves emphatically, in my opinion, is that if the players don't do their jobs properly, then no manager and no formation can make anything better. It is up to the players to firstly want and then execute their jobs and the roles in the team properly. For a new manager, performances like that are usually more important than good performances. Because in performances like that, he can see in front of him what is wrong and what he needs to fix, adjust or change. I think most fans want quick miracles. They need immediate results. They think that a change in formation and dropping a couple of players is going to completely transform a team. But football doesn't work like that. Most times it is a process. It usually takes months. Patience is key. Rangnick has impressed me more than I thought he would. His comments regarding players wanting to leave and players going abroad to rehabilitate were great. He's making it clear that it is a privilege to be at Manchester United, and he's practically saying that if a player doesn't understand that and he wants to leave, then there's the door and goodbye. None of this being too soft to the players, and I love his confidence in his own ability. That is the right attitude in my opinion, and it might still be very early days, but it does bring back memories of how 𝗟𝗡𝗚𝗏 was. 10 days. That is how long Ralf Rangnick has been in charge of Manchester United. In those 10 days, we've played 3 games. We won 2 of them, kept 2 clean sheets, and we drew in 1 game that didn't really matter. If we manage to get 3 points, no one will remember poor performances. I understand the disappointment about the poor performance last night. I myself was expecting a much better performance. But let's go back in the very recent past and remember how many times when we played poorly, we either dropped points or we got completely hammered. This time we didn't. This time, although we played poorly, we managed to get the win. And right now, that is all that matters. What Manchester United need the most at the moment is stability, results. Good performances are nice, but they are not the main goal right now. All that matters is that we manage to get 3 points out of as many games as possible. A few weeks ago we were 10th, now we are 5th, and if we continue to win, we will keep climbing up. And it is also very important to remember that players need confidence. It is normal for them to have lost some of their confidence over what has happened in the last few weeks. Winning games will help them get that confidence back. That's all from me. Thank you again very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, press the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I will see you all very soon. Glory, glory, Man United.